Okay, tonight we are reviewing We Hunt Monsters episode 3. This episode was pretty good. I enjoyed this episode quite a lot. So this is my second time recording this review because both times our mic has been acting up. I'm recording on my headset instead of my actual mic. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. I unplugging this now. I don't want to risk recording it a third time. So yes, tonight we hunt Monsters episode 3. It's a really good episode. I'm gonna talk about the Lloyd stuff first, Lloyd, Aaron, and Fraser stuff, because they didn't really do much this episode, to be honest. Basically, they're just in the woods while Euphrasia uses her powers to fly, and Aaron ends up catching Euphrasia. I don't know why Euphrasia is using animals to fly if they're coming back and going. Like, you're probably going to fall, to be honest. But that's kind of cute. Makes me ship them a bit more. Than, like, I definitely see people shipping them in the future and this season. I wouldn't be surprised if Ninjago end up doing them as a couple, or at least they end up, like, one of them end up falling for one another. Because throughout this whole like season, they definitely do have a bunch of cute moments together, all things considered. Okay, now with the with the Frax team, I say Frax team because the only member I can remember off my head. Fraxel and Wildfire and Ryu team, they basically find the monster, and Frax's dad is still super annoying. Like, he's annoying for this whole season. I don't think there's any actual good moments, except when he's talking to Frax, I guess. But like, even then, it's not really a good moment. More now when that talk happens, I guess. All things considered, this like fight scene was pretty good, and the fact that technically the monster did win because they end up injuring Ryu, and the ninjas technically did get defeated. They did catch him because Swordy, built the pool around him. They fought the monster, but at what cost? Ryu's on like deathbed, on his deathbed at this point. Okay, now with the J stuff. With Jay, I actually really enjoyed this episode with Jay a lot. Jay goes for a lot this episode because obviously he wants to remember his forgotten past. He's going for a lot, but look, moving back and forward. We do see the fact that he basically did wake up with no memories, but his memory was erased by that point. He was dressed in a suit, obviously we know he got lost with his ski, which we do find out his ski was buried. And I don't know why you would bury the key instead of burning it. I have no idea why you would do that. Wouldn't you just want to burn it to get rid of the evidence? I guess the administration all formal and stuff, so I guess that wouldn't be that kind of way, right? All things considered, we see Agent Donovan and Jane interact a bunch. I do enjoy Agent Donovan in this episode. I do hope we see more of him, maybe in a future season or something. But I don't know if the administration will get much focusing on because we already know that we're not going to be seeing who the administrator is or getting the administrator storyline in Dragon Rising. That'll be its whole separate kind of storyline, apparently. Like, it's not guaranteed to happen either. That's what I think, because I think Lego stepped in to make sure that storyline doesn't happen or something, which is kind of annoying, but I hope eventually we'll see it, because there's a lot of unresolved like stuff about him, to be honest. His parents, now the administration plot. All things considered, this episode was really great. I do like this whole scene with Jay actually, talking to Agent Donovan, saying he doesn't want to date right now because he has in his head he already loves someone that he just can't remember or recall. And he obviously the whole time he's looking really sus. Then ended up pulling out a picture out of nowhere. I don't know if this guy used some AI or something to like create it, but yeah, he basically pulled his picture out of thinner, or it's not how his back was, but I don't know why you would just keep that picture with you. It's obviously to make sure Jade forgets thinking about his past, I guess. I want, like, this was obviously touched on in season 3, part 2, with Jay saying the administration have pictures too, and the administration said they work for them. So these are probably the pictures that the administration had, them working together. So obviously that's why he wouldn't trust pictures in the monastery because he's already been lied to by pictures, which makes sense why he wouldn't trust them. Although I don't know why he would trust Roz. Did Roz have pictures? Like, did Roz just say you watch me and that's about all? Either way, this episode was really great. I do love the fact that when they find Agent Northern, Jay is kind of heartbroken by it. Then he gets back and he literally holds his like little electric dagger to Agent Northern, basically threatening him. And I do enjoy the fact that none of the ninjas step up. Kai and Nia basically step back and don't really do anything. And in season 3, when Jay obviously did the same spiral, like the whole season 3 part 2 is just that's not what ninja do. They didn't say none about the season, and I was so happy because the whole that's my only criticism about season 3 part 2 that I can think of in my head. Obviously, there's more, but that's the main thing about it that annoyed me. Every time I'll be, that's not what ninja do. You're a ninja. That's not what ninja do. It was really annoying. All things considered. But I do like the whole Jay threatening Aiden thing. He does say there might be a way to bring back his memories by, getting them because using the same machine that used to block his memories. So his memories weren't technically erased, they were just put behind a wall and blocked or something. And I do enjoy that. I guess technically his memories weren't erased and all that, which the other thing like I said, I do hope we see more of Agent Donovan in the future, but I don't see that possibility because I feel like after this season, the administration might just get dropped, like the whole plot surrounding them. We might see agents here and there, but the actual plot relevance to the administration might get dropped. Only time can really tell, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, that's where the episode ends with basically them obviously, knowing that the gang is married back, which I'm all here for. We do see Raptor in this episode, to be honest. We see Raptor in this episode, which I don't hate Raptor. I know a lot of people hate him. I don't hate him. It is nice Raptor and Jay are friends, but they also reveal a bit of information. They robbed Shintaro, a cursed skull from Shintaro or something, and gave it some weirdo or something. I don't know that would be the skull also, and it's obviously not the same skull, but it might be a similar cursed object like the skull, or a new reincarnation, or the skull rebuilt itself. Because they started from Shintaro, it could just be the pieces, and then obviously the skull stuff is back together. Most likely it's just a reference or something, or a callback to a further season, even if Jay does have his memories. It's a nice little callback that Shintaro was actually mentioned. In this, I will say, in this season, Shintaro is mentioned twice, to be honest. It is mentioned twice. It's mentioned in the last episode. All in all, this episode was very good. Enjoyed it quite a lot. Jay definitely carried this episode. Lloyd that didn't really do anything. And Ryu is the other person. I'm like, yes, Ryu is getting some spotlight and stuff. He gets spotlight in later episodes, but all in all, enjoyed this episode quite a bit. We've got 7 more reviews to do. So if that reviews are coming out randomly, I really just it takes a lot of energy to record these reviews sometimes, especially when I'm always dehydrated sometimes. All in all, I hope we see more AG Donovan and all that. I will say after I do all these reviews, I will upload them all into one big video with review 1 to 10, part 1, stuff like that. All things considered, I enjoyed this episode a lot. I said a lot, but yeah, I didn't even know what to expect with the name Tonight We Hunt Monsters, but it's cool. It's a cool name for a title, I guess. Okay, well, first you guys I'm subscribed to this stuff, and I'm really hoping this time my mic saved it because that would be really annoying if it says I'm not recording. Honestly, I would just give up for a while. Okay, bye guys. I think I did forget to give this episode a ranking. I could be wrong, and I definitely just didn't hear it. But anyway, this episode is definitely 10 out of 10. Also, why is this? The mic is sounding a bit scuff. I will probably record on my phone like I'm doing right now as recording this bit, just because my mic and that is acting up for some reason. So it'll probably be better for my future videos of these reviews to record on my phone. This should be a better way of getting it through. It's also easier for me, to be honest. Okay, well, further ado, you guys have time, subscribe, do all your stuff, and bye.